It's Week 8 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Colts' rangy cornerback.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Colts in this matchup, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from the challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first. Now Jackson. He finds his man. It's Charlie Kolar. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Well, the protection was pretty good there. He was able to hold on to that for a long time, but just nobody could get open.
Excellent coverage downfield. As you mentioned, no one could get open. And he's just trying to avoid the sack and get the ball out of there. But he ends up dumping it off, and it ended up as a negative yardage play.
Second and 12. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. And that decision's only going to wind up costing him a yard or two as he's tackled just shy of the 20. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Running left, Taylor. And taken down just shy of the 40. The Colts at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance, get your fresh...
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick 6, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. He is off to an unfathomable start, throwing the football, thrown the 2 passes, both been intercepted and returned for touchdowns. We'll see how he bounces back. It's 1st and 10. Fresh off that pick 6, here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Purdy's throw taken in here by Chase. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The drive begins with a handoff to Andrews. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. The quick feet by Jackson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. To throw is Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Here's Jackson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that Plague did on the last one.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Play action. Now Purdy. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Purdy. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Hey, report.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. A dump off this time for Andrews. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have...
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and inches, Purdy. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's hitting that pace. The people just love the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They go play action here. Purdy. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A final shot before break. Purdy gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. So we have reached, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Takes it at the 7. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing again on second down. Purdy. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And out across midfield down to the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. To the right side, this is Taylor. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Taylor. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Purdy's throw into the hands of Pittman here. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Purdy off the play fake. And going right back to Pittman. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Purdy on 4th down. Able to find his man, Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. 3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Purdy sets up to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. David Njoku from 13 yards out. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. So that, Charles, their first score of the ballgame, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here's Andrews. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On the option to give to Taylor here. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Purdy. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. On 1st down, it's Purdy. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Back to throw, Purdy. And he'll find Pittman. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5 now. Purdy. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. On 3rd down, Douglas. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll let Taylor try and run. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone. And the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the two.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
But Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Play action. It's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Now Andrews. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. To throw is Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And some room to work. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Purdy's throw caught by Pierce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Nice one.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Jackson now. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line.
Yo. Hey, report.
And they'll indeed take a knee. 2nd and 11 now. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos